Unter dem Meer. Unter dem Meer. Genau, unter dem Meer befinden wir uns, liebe Leute. Ich bin der Service und wir sind mit unserer Nautilus weit vorangerückt. Ihr seht, ich habe jetzt die kompletten hier Regions aufgedeckt. Das lag daran, dass ich 2 Tage das Event nicht weiterspielen konnte, weil ich ja für euch aufnehmen wollte. Und hier komplettes Veganes abgedeckt habe. Deswegen haben wir schon 67.000 Punkte. Nun gut, liebe Leute, beim letzten Mal sind wir hier weiter vorangestimmt, haben die Wette Raiko mitgenommen. Die Dame der Brüdigkeit und konnten damit hier auch in der zweiten Region des Meeres uns hier umschauen. Nun sind wir weit genug vorgedrungen, in der Hoffnung, dass wir etwas herausfinden können. Beim letzten Mal hatte dann auch Doch auch eine Spirit Ascension, was auch ganz seltsam ist. Und nun, schau mal. Master! Was ist jetzt los? Was ist jetzt los? What are you all doing here? Well, I know this wasn't very respectful of your privacy, Master, but since there are a number of issues involving Van Gogh, we took the liberty to following you. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to say how incredibly touched I am, Master. Your daughter was just unbelievably precious. You didn't even try to pry into Goch's history. You were so considerate of her, too. I especially loved how you got her out of her shell and talking to her people so naturally. The whole thing was just so beautiful and heartwarming. It reminds me of the time I spent in the inner palace. Incidentally, Osakabimi loudly mumbled something similar right before she said she was getting a stomach and holed herself up in a room. Die will wieder nur kämpfen, ich kenne sie doch. Anyway, why I do think it why I fulfill this praiseworthy, it's also exactly why I have to say something about how you interact with her. The fact is, we need to make a decision about whether we should continue to treat her just like another servant. Does that mean you suspect she's behind this whole incident, Captain? No, it doesn't. But given her unstable foreign spirit origin, we have to be aware of the risks that come with her mental instability and bipolar tendencies. Be this spontaneous ascension due to her buoyant mental state and the seemingly extreme changes to her spirit origin that occurred as a result, there are too many factors to play that we can neither understand nor control. From her foreigner class status, and there's just no telling what kind of danger she might ultimately pose. Of course, I think there might also be a reason why Yang Fei, another foreigner, is here during this highly unusual situation. It may be that Van Gogh has yet to reach her final foreigner form. And if that forms her to be an enemy we need to defeat, that might be why Yang Fei was summoned here. So, kind of like the counterforce. Huh? You're kidding, right? I can't do that, no way! I know I only just met Goffy recently, but she's already like a sister to me. Let me be clear that we are discussing a worst-case scenario here. Du gehst immer vom schlechtesten Szenario aus, deswegen lässt doch alle 2 Minuten einen von deinen Nemos hier sterben. But if it does come to that, we'll need to be ready, Maxi. Oh, hang on. I just got an update from Nurse. After taking a look at Van Gogh's spirit origin ascension, she says she couldn't find anything noteworthy outside of a marked increase in magic energy capacity. In fact, given unusual blood and spiritual properties, her new skin color might even be close to her model form. At this point, we simply can't be definitive, but if we agree that she is potentially dangerous, we can still change how we treat her. For example, we could put her spirit origin into a sleep mode, like General Jean Yu, or we could build a new isolated chamber for her to confine her there. I know how harsh that all sounds, but if you think of it as ensuring a guest gets the necessary chance at recovery, it's more than inhumane. However, unfortunate though it may seem, we should limit how much you interact with her from now on, Master. After all, you're my master now, which means you're also the Nautilus lifeline. I hear you, but that's not how I'd like to handle this. Why not? Are you forgetting Van Gogh might be responsible for this entire situation? What if continuing to interact with her freely ends up putting not just you, or the Nautilus, but all of Chaldea and proper human history at risk. Even if she does turn out to be dangerous, I'd rather solve the problem by sticking together. I see. So things take a dangerous turn. You prefer to get in close and find out the cause of danger instead of just trying to make it go away. Alright, if that's your decision, then I am officially relieving you of command. Huh? Captain? Is it that surprising? Master and servant are basically two people connected by command space. There's no law saying we have to do everything our master says. And in your case especially, Maxi, your command space authority isn't even completely binding. If I think you're making a mistake, there's nothing stopping me from acting accordingly. Yes, I'm a servant, but I'm a phantom spirit first. My spirit may not be anything special, but it doesn't mean I'm not willing to make the calls when necessary. And as a captain of the ship, I can't in good conscience follow our master, who would knowingly allow dangerous element to move around unfettered. It's going to be a major problem for morale on the rest of this voyage unless we set the record straight here and now. So, as cliché as it may sound, I challenge you to a fight, Maxi. If you win, I apologize for it and swear fealty from then now. If you lose, you resign your post as acting commander and agree to follow my command instead. Captain, with all due respect, this is no time to be fighting among ourselves. Master, please tell him why. Alright, match. Get the simulator ready. Would you? Master! You're not serious, are you? Tell me you're not serious. Oh, what a wonderful sight to see after exciting my workshop for the first time in ages. I can practically feel my spirit origin being rejuvenated. Do you really think so, Skari? Because it seems to me like the Nautilus chain of command is on the verge of collapse. Don't be ridiculous, Smash. Fighting to resolve the difference is something my beloved children have done since ancient times. It is a truly heartwarming sight. I see no reason why this dispute should be any different. There's always something to be learned through fierce competition with one's peers, regardless of age or gender. Is this really qualifying as fierce competition? I just want to make sure we don't have any regrets. It would be a huge waste to stand around blaming one another for things we did or didn't do that are only clear in hindsight. And I have absolutely no patience for pointless debate that just goes in endless circles. We need to make it abundantly clear who suggested what, who agreed to it, and who's ultimately responsible for it, or this whole mission will end in abject failure. All the more given how we are all stuck together in the tight confines of a submarine. So this will be our fair and impartial court. Once we fight, we know where things stand. Simple as a sand dollar. Alright, Master. Maxi, come at me with everything you've got. Let's see which of us the strength of our convictions. Ja, das ist mein Demo. Immer sagen, ja, in Wahrheit ist ja der Bambus. Ist es nicht übrigens auch für uns sehr schlecht, in der Nautilus zu kämpfen? Nur so eine dumme Sache, weil die Nautilus ist doch im Endeffekt sein Hoheitsgebiet. Ignorieren wir diesen Gedanken einfach mal und hoffen, dass er nicht stimmt. So. Zu Beginn des Quests, please 6. Wieso muss ich da 6 Servants nehmen? Ja gut, liebe Leute. Auch kein Problem. Yang. Wunderschöne CE. Neue Castoria. Ist doch easy peasy, Mann. Jetzt müssen wir nur hoffen, dass man einen Burn kommen konnte in der ersten Runde ziehen. Ansonsten ist es natürlich doof. So. Pack mal den ein. Wieso ich da jetzt eine andere Party nehmen kann? Muss? Keine Ahnung. Wird schon seinen Sinn haben. So, und dann bitte noch eine Starbomb. Wenn das eine gegönnt wird. Da, genau. Und immer E-Mail-Boy. Es ist immer E-Mail-Boy dabei. Na, passt schon. Ich würde zwar gerne Merlin. Ah, doch, geht mit Merlin. Gut, dann nehmen wir Merlin. Und dann, liebe Leute, schauen wir mal, wie das so wird. Ich finde das echt nicht mal. Also, Nemo ist schon ein sehr seltsamer Gefährte. Aber er sagt natürlich, hey, die Sicherheit meines Schiffes und natürlich meine Crew ist sehr wichtig. Und er hat uns ja ganz am Anfang gesagt, hey, wenn ich irgendeine Entscheidung treffe, die schlecht ist, dann hat er kein Problem, uns hier das Kommando zu entziehen. Das ist nicht nett. Böser Nemo, böser Nemo. Oh, Leute, diese Karten. Das ist ein Traum. Wäre doch schön, hätte ich Yanks Upgrade schon gemacht. Aber das ist keine Zeit dazu, Mann. Aber trotzdem können wir viel Damage machen. Ist dumm, dass wir die Arztkarte am Anfang einsetzen müssen, aber trotzdem. Nee, müssen wir gar nicht. Ich will trotzdem. Ich habe ja hier auch einen Command Card. Burn, Baby, burn! Und jetzt kommt Big Yang Damage, Mann. Und noch mehr Burn! Und 100% wieder MP. Oh, Leute, Mann, komm, next round. Was? Och, ich dachte, ich kann jetzt endlich mal meine Yang richtig testen, Mann. Nur Leute. Das ist so cool, CQ-Servant hier war hier gerollt, Mann. MP2. Ein Fehler? Nein, kein Fehler. Wenn ich diese süßen Ho-Hos höre, dann definitiv nicht. Aber ich hätte jetzt sehr gerne weitergemacht. Aber okay. Priesters One. Vernichtet haben wir dich. Aren't you supposed to be fought one-on-one? Why do you bring a full roster? Ja, genau. Was hast du von mir erwartet, dass wir einen Faustkampf machen, oder? You said to come with everything I've got, so... Talk about winning on technically. Captain Nemo, are you satisfied with this result? Yes, it's fine. As promised, from now, I go along with whatever you want to do, Acting Commander. Du hast schon schlechtere Kommandanten, denk mal an Goredofl. If Van Gogh ends up causing any problems down the line, every crew member on the ship will face them together. We also won't blame Van Gogh or Master, or even any of the servants who helped Master win our battle just now, for putting us in that position. Basically, regardless of what dangers might befall the Nautilus in the future, the whole crew will be responsible for resolving them. That's all. I knew you'd understand, Captain Nemo. Yeah. So, now that I've lost, that's the end of it. I'm going to go apologize. Too embarrassing. Fine with me? Also groß dahergeredet. Dann haben wir fertig gemacht. Alright, I know this is a short notice, but now that that's settled, there's something I'd like to talk to you about, Acting Commander. Oh, and it's top secret, so I'd like you all give us some privacy. Sorry to leave you out again, Mash. Für dich übrigens jetzt Mr. Maxi, gell? Wie Sherlock über. I'm sorry. So you're apologizing after all? Das wundert mich jetzt auch. No, not about that. I still believe my actions were justified. I'm apologizing for what I said before you shared your position. For my own weakness. When you get right down to it, I basically forced you to make a decision I wasn't comfortable making myself. Speaking purely emotionally, I don't want to treat her, Van Gogh, badly. I really don't. But the Nemo series is divided into the subject of what to do about her. Engineer, the Marines, and Baker all agree with letting her roam free. Nurse is fine either, and Professor wants to keep her confined. So I ended up foisting the decision onto you, even though as captain of the ship it should have been my call. And that's what I'm apologizing for, my inability to make a tough decision. Does the desire to treat Van Gogh well have anything to do with her similarities to you? More or less. I'm not a real heroic spirit, at least, not like the others. I'm a mixture of two separate heroic spirits and their legends. I know I settled on Nemo's during our voyage in India, but that doesn't mean I've made my peace with my dueling identities. I have a feeling Van Gogh's going through similar hardships. That's why I Deep down, I'd really like nothing more than to help her. I think from a mental perspective you can save her, but that still is the problem of the extra class. As long as we all stick together, things will work out. Das erinnert mich irgendwie an das Seraph-Event, wo Gwen die ganze Zeit gesagt hat, oh, alte Egos kann man nicht trauen. If you say so, good grief. Thanks, Master. Oh, Nemo, bist du halt gut, das weiß ich doch. I'm so glad they let me out of the infirmary. That was the best night I've had in ages. It was so much fun teaching you how to paint, Master. Your crux technique really improved quickly there, too. I really enjoyed seeing some of Hokusai's original paintings, too. I'm so happy. I wonder if this is all a dream. It really does feel like a dream. Such pretty warm light all around me. I'm so happy that... I bloomed! Okay, das war gruselig. Just kidding. Just another Van Gogh. For you, Van Gogh, joking and gushing around. I usually never get this excited. I must feel high. I'm high, Van Gogh. Go high, oh high. It's off to paint. Wave, Van Gogh. I think I just ran out of magic energy. Now a little sleepy. Good night. Thank you so much, Master. I'm so grateful to you. Congratulations on finishing your first painting session with Van Gogh Senpai. I saw that you stayed up all night painting her after she was released with a clean bill of health. It did seem more like training at a art dojo than creative exercise though. Turns out Van Gogh's a really strict art teacher. Still, I loved the thing you did on their date. She seemed to enjoy herself the most while teaching you how to paint. Is that what it looked to you? Yes. Why? Was that not the case? It seemed to me like she was using fun to distract herself from her problems. Really? That's a little hard to believe, but if that's what you think, Senpai, you're probably right. But then, I wonder what we have to do to see her genuinely happy. Langt das nicht, dass wir das schönste Bild überhaupt gemalt haben? Wahrscheinlich, also wenn es meine Malkünste sind, dann haben wir so 3 Strichmännchen gemalt und irgendwie so eine kleine Sonne im Hintergrund. Nicht, dass das nicht auch schön ist. Okay, liebe Leute, dann haben wir erstmal hier den Teil der Quest geschafft und es geht direkt weiter. Oh Leute, Kapitel 2. So, ja, ihr seht, die nächsten paar Chapters werden alle clear sein, weil ich so viel gefarmt habe, Mann. Wieder der gute Beat, Mann. Act 2, The Thunder Shooters Fishing Ground 3 of 4. Was sag ich mit Raiko, liebe Leute? Die sprengt immer noch den ganzen Ozean. Die ignorieren wir einfach mal. I'm here and ready for the meeting. So what's all this about, Master? Looks like we'll be finding out together. So I don't know either. It seems no one hears now. Da ist sie wieder. Sie hat unser Gebiebe schon wieder so böse angeschaut. That must mean Captain called this meeting. What's more, none of the other leaders know what this is about, and the goddess isn't here for some reason. I can only mean one of the two things, either a pleasant surprise or some dire technical news. Dire. Dire's great. It's only when people are confronted with something dire that their truly beauty starts to shine though. You changed back? The professor gave me some weird concoction that turned me back. Just kidding. Another Van Gogh for you. I decided to stay in this form most of the time because it uses less magic energy and is also less depressing. True. You do tend to get a little worked up like that. Yeah, but when I fell down, I felt really, really down. Let's just say the day after our date was kind of rough. Anyway, regardless of what kind of news we get, I will be with you all the way, Master. Wow, I'm glad to see you thinking more positive, Coffee. But I'm not about to lose a battle for Masters of anytime soon. Yank, du weißt, da hat keiner eine Chance. Vielleicht Himiko, vielleicht Nero, vielleicht Tabby, aber keine hier in dem Raum. I look forward to continuing to serve Master alongside you, Lady Angofei. Me too. No matter what kind of universe-shattering news we get, we'll be fine as long as we stick together. Hello everyone. I appreciate you all coming on such a short notice. As of a few minutes ago, we officially passed our 150-hour void space time limit. Oh yeah, I've forgotten about that. I initially thought we shouldn't be able to survive more than 150 hours out here. All the resources we brought with us from Chaldea are now gone. Under other circumstances, this would be the point where I'd admit defeat and fall on my sword. But these are normal circumstances. We are still alive, and we are going to keep it that way. It may take longer to escape than I first thought, but there's definitely a light in the end of the tunnel. One way or another, we will make it out of here. That's why I ask you to remind all here, to remind you how far we've come, and to start anew with fresh purpose. Great work of all of you. Keep it up, and I have no doubt we'll be back before we know it. Der ist so positiv optimistisch. Ei, Captain, so kenne ich ihn gar nicht. Now, I thought you all deserved a little reward, so Skadi and I took the liberty of putting something together. We couldn't go as all out as we would have liked, but I hope you enjoyed it all the same. Alright, next up, the crew miss. Huh? Is something wrong, Lady Ogifei? Come on, let's hurry. I don't want to miss the food. I thought I heard something. Maybe it was just my imagination. Wow, look, Senpai! It's a veritable feast. All kinds of bread, fried fish and potatoes, even kinds of food I've never seen before. It's like Easter or something. Shrimp cocktails, oyster, kale bread, gejang mukbang, gumbo steamed fish. It's like seafood tengoku in here. Not really feels like I joined the Navy. Dig in, everyone. There's plenty to go around. Indeed. The chef and I worked hard to prepare this banquet. Enjoy it. Be grateful, my beloved children. Master, given what the captain said about all of the initial resources being gone, this means all this food was made from the monsters, right? Yeah, but you'd never guess that from looking at it. Yes, victory is ours. At first I was just hoping to be able to extract the 3 major nutrients groups along with essential vitamins and minerals. But the goddess and baker insisted the proper meals are key to keep our operation here, and they helped me make leaps upon our ingredients conversion techniques. So I even figured out ways to contribute to the ship's renovations. Suffice to say, our Magecraft workshop's kitchen has been on a roll, with no signs of slowing down. At first blush, this does seem like the feast as grand as anything served in the palace during the Tang Dynasty, but these are no imitation dishes. We have used Magecraft to transform them into something completely different from their origins. Even so, some things would have been more trouble to transform than they were worth. So for the dishes that used such ingredients, we took the liberty of swapping in and in reality converted magical creatures. For example, the fried mandragora. This calls for a 7th safety test. Pardon me, Master. Howdy! It's just as delicious as it looks, and it's completely safe to eat. Don't worry, Master. Taste testing is actually something of a specialty of mine. Okay, I'm officially too hungry to hold off anymore. This is almost sinful. I hardly ever got to eat my fill back when I was alive. And a gourmet like this would have been out of the question. How could I have another one of these? Thanks. I'm glad she's getting a chance to eat her fill now. Maxie, can I talk to you for a moment? We can't splurged on time and resources to prepare this feast. We can't do this sort of thing of all the time. But a submarine is a sealed environment, and specialists need to some way of vent that stress, and a good meal is one of the best ways to do so. That's just as true as for regular people. Besonders weil Heldengeist ja eigentlich kein Essen brauchen. What I means, I'd like to continue to pretty generous with the resources we allocate to me. These kinds of things aren't just luxury. They are necessary assets from time to time. So, on that note, if you happen to notice any other sources of stress or dissatisfaction among the crew, I'd appreciate if you let me know about them. You got this. Thanks, Captain. That said, I might be getting ahead of myself after all. If all goes well, we won't have to stay in the Void Sea much longer. I hope that optimism doesn't come back to bite us. Now, Maxie, are you enjoying the food? Good, good. That makes this meal worth all the hard work I put into it. Speaking of which, I actually prepared a special dish just for you. Not even the captain knows about it. Tell me, are you still hungry? Absolutely. Good, good. Very well then. Hat sie jetzt mir Eiscreme vorbereitet. Huh? Now what is it? An all-you-can-eat special? We're under attack. But how did they find us? I was sure you were running silent. Anyway, it looks like the rest of the party will have to wait. All hands to battle station. But I'm still not done. Don't worry, Guffy. Thanks of it as a little mid-meal walk to 8 at the distance. Once we're done with this, we can come back and eat even more. What a sinful idea. Please don't forget to leave some food for me, Captain. Of course, Baker. We're going to need more party resources double time. Hiya, Captain. Good luck, Aaron. Well. That last dish and I will be waiting. Make sure you don't take too long. I head to the bridge. Combat Team, get to the airlock. So kenne ich das, liebe Leute. Immer versteckt Skadi mein Essen, Mann. Nee, liebe Leute, wir werden dort gleich andrücken und zu unserem guten Essen zurückwandern. Ach nö. Komm, ihr könnt es mir langsam gern haben, Mann. Das hört sich ganz... Na, ich kann das noch nicht einsetzen. Wir müssen danach ballern, sonst hätte ich das jetzt gemacht. Och, Mann. Wenn ich da einen Dreckskampf habe, indem ich hier diese 4 Servers... Wisst ihr, wenn ich halt immer einen Raikou mal nehmen könnte, Mann, dann wäre es ja immer was anderes, Mann. Das wäre halt immer mal cool. Aber den Raikou darf ich auch nicht nehmen, Mann. Wenn er Lancer wäre, langweilig. Finde ich echt gerade cool, Mann. Taugt mir nicht so sehr. Und ihr hättet ruhig einmal noch Doch angreifen. Ja, ich würde jetzt gleich mal die Ärgern. Das ist jetzt auch nicht optimal, aber alle burnen dafür. Ich wollte eigentlich ein bisschen Goch MP spammen, aber das läuft genauso gut wie alles gut hier läuft. Soll ich einen Yang-Kombo machen? Ne, wir machen so. So. So, dann jetzt erstmal schön MP einzogen. So, jetzt wird schön, liebe Leute. Ach komm, ich darf immer noch nicht MP einsetzen. Das wird immer schlimmer, Mann. Ich habe langsam echt keinen Bock, Mann. Diese Streck-Storyfights, Mann. Diese Dreck-Storyfights, Mann. Wisst ihr, jetzt haben wir einen Kampf mal gegen Nemo, der jetzt cool war. Und ansonsten, jeder Scheiß-Fight ist einfach langweilig, Mann. Weil es besteht ja nur daraus, dass ich immer 3 Servers habe. Oder ich meine, Leute, einer davon ist Mesh. Und ich meine, Leute, nichts gegen Mesh. Aber ich nutze Mesh nicht für offensive Kämpfe, Mann. Die steht nur im Weg rum und langweilt halt. Und ich kann jetzt nicht mal mit Gochi MP immer noch nicht einsetzen. Es wird immer besser, Mann. Und wisst ihr, was das Geilste ist? Sie haben halt auch keine Damage Up C. Ich meine, man hätte ihnen eine Damage Up C geben können. Das wäre viel schöner. Aber nun gut. Ich lasse jetzt erstmal Mesh sterben. Mesh, in dem Event hast du es definitiv verdient zu leiden. Ich könnte das andere einsetzen, aber will ich eigentlich gar nicht. Oh, killt sie doch, Mann. So. Vielleicht schaffen wir es in 100 Jahren nochmal Yanks MP aufzuladen, Mann. Ich dachte halt, wir können ihn halt doch schön einsetzen. MP-Spam ein bisschen. Aber nö, das würde die Sache spaßig machen. Dankeschön. Das war jetzt... Hast verdient, Mesh. Entschuldigung. In dem Event habe ich aktuell sehr wenig Sympathie für Mesh. So. Eigentlich ist die Reihenfolge inzwischen wurscht, wie wir unsere Attacken einsetzen. Macht ja eh keinen Unterschied mehr. Aber jetzt machen wir erstmal den hier. So. Komm, bitte. Wer hätte es gedacht, dass unsere KBB mir immer nicht sympathischer als Mesh, Mann. Danke. So. Und bitte beenden. Dummer Kampf. Ich sag's ja was. Jeder Drecksfight in diesem Spiel besteht nur aus Force-Story-Support, Mann. Und es ist ja nicht schlimm, wenn da ein Force-Story-Support ist. Aber halt nicht über die ganze Party. Und ich will nicht jeden Kampf in 10 Runden mit Mesh beenden, weil ich mein Mesh ist für Stall-Fights. Und nicht für offensive Fights, die ich wirklich schnell beenden will. Nee. Bitte nicht. Bitte nimmer. Also das ist echt, aber ich habe das Gefühl, so zieht sich das ganze Event noch durch, Mann. Ich glaube nicht, dass wir den Luxus haben, dass wir irgendwann mal normal kämpfen können. Nee, nicht cool, liebe Leute. Der einzige echt coole Fight war bis jetzt der Gegner. Hello, Master. It's wonderful we're able to resume the party, isn't it? Are you enjoying the food, to Raiko? Oh yes. The family the Hakiri, I think it was called, has been surprising good that I found myself going back for a second. Oh my, this will never do. I need to shape up before I find myself going lazy. So, on that note, I would like to take this occasion to sing. Wie viel hast du getrunken? Huh? Maybe this is where I'm meant to come in? Huh, that won't be necessary. We already have the sound equipment we need. Oh, wow. A high-end karaoke set popped up from the floor. How's that even possible? Also, are we sure it's a good idea to sing, given our current circumstances? Sure, it'll be fun. We already took out the enemies in this area. Besides, we took the trouble of making this party gear. It'd be a shame not to use it. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. The scarce heart of my beloved children, waiting for me in Chaldea. The tale of slashing the Heike. Very nice indeed. Wo ist eigentlich mein versprochener Teller? By the way, Maxi, I trust you remember our promise? I couldn't wait to get back to try it. Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. Very well then. Feast your eyes and your taste buds on this enough kind culinary masterpiece. Is that ice cream, oder? Indeed, it is a white monster sashimi with the head and tail still intact. I'm told sashimi is a modern delicity and freshness and crucial to its preparation. It always sounded fascinating. I thought this would be an excellent chance to try my hand as it, so I skipped the magecraft transformation for the monster and tried simply carving it raw. I also have traditional sashimi condiments such as soy sauce and wasabi on a hand should you wish to make use of them. Alright, my master, as they say nowadays, dig in. That's curious, but did you happen to taste this yourself? No, I did not. I thought you should be the first to try it. Oh, don't worry, there are no toxins. I made sure of that during our analysis. I've never seen sashimi with such knobby suckers or veiny skins before, but in a way, it almost looks not unappetizing. I know we've eaten monsters out of necessary before, but seeing one prepared raw like this is very novel. Oh, is this sushi? If you don't want it, master, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. Yang, du bist doch meine Testerin. Oh, no, you don't. I need to test it to make sure it's safe first. Silently make peace with your maker. Alright, Down Edge. Ich liebe dich, yay. Schön, dass dann schwarzen Bildschirm übergehen. Und das war das Ende, liebe Leute. Jetzt kommt so ein Game Over Screen. Nun gut, liebe Leute, dann kommen wir jetzt hier in Kartmann, in der Hoffnung, dass wir beim nächsten Mal keine blöden Force-Stories kämpfen haben. Aber ich weiß, liebe Leute, es wird wieder der Fall sein. Nun gut, dann würde ich sagen, geht's beim nächsten Mal weiter mit Let's Perfect Order. Und dann schauen wir mal, ob wir hier weiter den Ozean erkunden. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Vielen Dank fürs